Good morning everyone and welcome to yet another scorching hot clear blue sky day on the Finca. Temperatures aren't too ridiculous, at least too hot for working outside, but bearable a bit.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually this morning so far.
About
Still early.
we're in about 30, 86 Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius. Okay, so today we hit 1,000 subscribers the other day. As you know, we want to talk a bit about advertising. You will notice if you've got this far that we've got a short skippable advert plays at the start of every video now. We don't want to, we kind of don't like adverts ourselves on channels and such, but YouTube have just changed their policy where they can show adverts on your channel whether you want them or not. So we figured that we may as well have them and have control of them ourselves and get a little bit of revenue off them. We're not going to be sailing off on our yacht anytime soon. You get between $1 and $2 per 1,000 views of the advert. We're getting about 40,000 views a month, which is fantastic. Thank you so much everyone for watching. But we only get paid if you actually watch the advert. If we just skip it, we get nothing. So if you can see you clear to just grimacing, some of them are quite entertaining
20
actually.
seconds.
20 seconds or so at the beginning. That also would be much appreciated and would help us out enormously. We're not putting any other adverts, so we have, if we choose to do it, rather than just like YouTube, you know, if they do it, they get all the revenue and they just put them where they want. Whereas we can control them. We're not putting any adverts at the moment. See how it goes midway through the videos. Obviously we need to earn some revenue because we don't have any income at the moment. So yeah, that's that really. So what are we doing today?
Jigsaw puzzle!
Oh, Shannon's doing a jigsaw puzzle today.
Well, we're going to crack on with that floor, and it will be a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. We've got a massive pile of stones.
An enormous heavy duty
that we need to
puzzle.
sort through to find the right stone to fit the right bit, and then obviously concrete them in.
Yes, we're actually going to be, the base of the floor is already concrete. It's not something you normally use in an old house. You should use lime really so the walls can breathe. Like the wall we stripped off, we're going to point that back up with lime. But for the floor, we're going to use concrete, and we're just going to set the stones in, and once we've got them all set and level and looking pretty, we're then going to point it up. You remember the other week, a few videos ago, I tipped up with a bag of white cement and said it was a surprise. Well, that's what we're using in the floor because it looks the same as lime, and rather than having the horrible grey concrete from grey cement, it'll be a nice light white, the same colour, not as this, but the same colour as the other pointing that we've done. Contrast lovely against the stones. We're going to point it all up, fill in any gaps as well with other little stones, and then we're going to apply a floor resin, a gloss resin over the whole lot. You'll see it unfold as we do it.
Yep.
So
let's crack on.
This is the floor in question. I'll put the light on. Is that better or worse? I don't know. You can see we've got this, there's a stone that's been there from the start that the loo's mounted on, and this huge stone here which God knows what it weighs. We rolled that in before I built the wall because it was the only way we could get it in, because there's no way for picking it up. So that's going to form the main basis of the floor. Then we're going to use, we've got some stones here under the insulation, and we're just going to fit them around, get them to fit in. We're going to bed them on a dry mix of concrete, and then when we're happy with the levels and the spacing and everything, we'll just wet the concrete and that'll set off. We have a variety of stones to choose from. Got a little pile there, they're all quite flat ones we sorted out. We've got some big chunky boulders here, and if we go around the corner, round the back, up the little steps, we've got two humongous piles here. Hello Bear, Brucey. They're panned out flat against the wall in the shade. Bless them. They've been for a walk already this morning, so they're tired. They've had the breakfast, been for a walk, and now they're having a lie down. Actually, I've just spotted this big one here. If that'll fit at the side, that'll fill a big space. That. It's just picking it up. I've just measured that stone outside. It should fit in there. Simon's just given it a brush off. And there it is. Quite nice that actually. Will be when it's cleaned up. Right, let's see if we can get it in. This is not light. Crikey me. I'm ready for a siesta after this. We're not sure how it's going to fit, but we'll just get it in roughly and then might be able to slide it about. Oh no. Right, I'm going to cut a bit off this one here to make it fit with the big hammer. Okay, I didn't need to chop this one, I just jumped on it and it went in. Yeah, fantastic. Not even easy to move. Right, we'll have a little mess about with it and come back to you. Right, so we've got one there that will go at the left of the loo. We're going to start at the back obviously, because we need to work around those pipes as well. So we're going to do a dry mix of concrete, because that one on the left, that needs packing up and lifting up a little bit as well. So we'll get the mix on and yeah, get some of it on the floor I think. Right, so here we go again. Mixing concrete in the sun. I'll have a bag of sand and gravel in first. Oh yeah. You got Dolly Tickle helping today. She's not happy though. Doing a bag of sand. 4x fly. Half a bag of cement. And then give it a quick. Where's the button? The wrong mixer's the wrong way around. Whoa! There we go. Give it a bit of a stir to get it back, and then we get the other bag in. And then tilting it down so it mixes it properly. leave that for 5 minutes now. Right, so we've got the first one bedded in. We've checked these for leaks. In true Spanish style, we're going to concrete the pipes in. Funny story, a mate of mine has an apartment not too far from here, and his bath upstairs sprung a leak, and they actually concrete the whole of the bath in there, so they had to take pretty much the whole of the floor out because it was all dripping into downstairs, and we hopefully won't have them problems. This is going to be boxed off, so there's not going to be from about there to box all this pipe work in, so it's just a little bit, but we just want to get this one set good and proper. So we've got it kind of where we want it, leveled it in. We're just going to wet that now and then tap him in, and first one's in. Right, so that one's in now. We had a slight change of plan. We're going to set them in and then just wet it over the top. It'll soak in, it will go off, honestly. Let's see if we can get this one in there. Not bad. Pretty good, isn't it? We'll just stick a couple of small stones underneath them to make sure they stay where we want them. That's it. That's pretty good. I think we're going to have to do it in a few stages. Let it go off a bit. And right, so we'll get these watered in. Alrighty, getting something like a floor. There's a bit of that mix left, so we're just going to use it to fill up these cracks a little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all done in one go, because obviously we don't want to walk on it before it sets. So yeah, we'll fill these gaps up a bit and see where we're at. Okie dokie. So that's pretty much all we can do on that today, because we've just got too much wonkiness. As we can't walk on them because they keep moving, and once you move them they never stay the same again. So we're going to leave that there. You can see the stones, the colour of them, how the colour comes out of them when they're wet, and they are very wet. But when it's resin, it should have that same sort of effect. So we'll let that dry. Okie dokie. So in the comments we've had someone's asked about our solar. Can we do a daily update on it? Not about a daily update, because I don't think there's much benefit to doing that. Every day, you know, we use the same power. We've got the fridge, freezer, our wine chiller, very important, the water pump, the pump for the sewage pumping station, that kind of general thing, you know, that you use on a daily basis. We use, like today for example, we've been using the cement mixer. Some days we need to run the washing machine. All draws power, and we tend to wait until around 1 o'clock. The solar noon's at 2 when the sun's at its strongest. We tend to wait until around 1 o'clock when the batteries are pretty much nearly fully charged before we run any high load sort of things like that. You can't stick it on at 8 o'clock in the morning because there's not enough power in the batteries. And of course at 1 o'clock-ish, we'll probably pull it in 1.3, 1.4, maybe 1.5 kilowatts. The other thing with solar and solar panels is the heat. It takes a massive chunk out of them. It's like today's been 37 degrees. It is right now actually, and it's 6:45 in the evening. It's bonkers. So we can run our load then for 2 hours at the strongest part of the day. The solar panels actually provide the bulk of the power required to run these things, and then they'll continue charging. And even on, you know, if we're using the washing machine, which is probably our highest load item, apart from the welders of course, but we need to run the generator sometimes for them. Normally it's a 2 hour cycle on the hot wash, and the batteries are still fully charged. I don't know if you can see this green light here, when it's not flashing. Can you make that out on there? It's steady, which means it's just the batteries are just in float mode. So obviously we're going to be doing updates at different parts of the year, because obviously it's August now, and the sun's bonkers and really strong and all day. In the winter, of course, the days get shorter, the sun gets lower, we get less time to charge. We've not actually crossed that bridge yet, but you know, we will update throughout the year on the performance of our solar. But I think to do it on a daily basis, I don't think there'd be any benefit to anyone really, because it's exactly the same every day. We're fully charged. Well, we've not used high load items. We had a mixer on this morning, it's only 600 watts or something like that. The batteries will be fully charged like sort of 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish. So I hope that helps. We will keep you posted, we will keep you updated. The 21st of December, the shortest day, it'll be probably the most interesting one. And of course, when we get 2 or 3 cloudy days in a row, we'll let you know then how our batteries are performing, how the solar's performing. So hope that helps. And yeah, if you do have any questions, of course, as always, we will try and answer them. Any specific solar ones, yeah, please stick them in the comments down there. So we've gone full cycle. We're back at our little bistro table. Instead of fresh orange, we've got a beer today. Cheers, everyone. It's so hot. It's 37 degrees.
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock at night. Actually, tonight the video will be coming out in 10 minutes. Don't miss it. Actually, no, it doesn't matter to you, does it?
I don't think it was actually forecast to be that hot today, was it?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't at all.
No.
So it kind of
Bit
took
of
us
a
by
shock.
surprise. But the beauty of the old building is you walk in and it's like having aircon.
Yeah.
It's so chilled inside, which is lovely. But anyway, so
yeah, eventful day. We've worked well on the jigsaw puzzle, as you will have seen.
the heavy duty jigsaw puzzle.
We've had a visit from our friends who have taken over our old business, so we've had a bit of a catch up with them.
Oh yeah, we got another. They brought another load of stuff up that I've now got to find somewhere to put. We came from a 1-bedroom house.
Unbelievable.
And into this place is must be 5 times as big at least, plus the workshop, and we're still running out of space.
Yeah.
So
Unbelievable.
yeah, so we've done alright with the bathroom floor. It's drying nicely. We're going to be carrying on with that tomorrow, of course.
Yes.
Sharon's going to be doing more of that tomorrow because it's getting.
Yeah. When it gets to the fiddly bits, Andy hands over to me.
A lighter jigsaw puzzle, we call it. So yeah, big thanks to everyone that's watching. If you do enjoy the videos, I say this every day, please consider subscribing. Little red button down there, and there's a little bell next to it. If you select that and pick all, you'll get notified by YouTube of all our future videos, whenever we release a video. Thank you so much to all the people that supported us. We appreciate your appreciation. It's the only way we can carry on doing this, you know. And yeah, thanks to all the subscribers. Don't stop subscribing now.
No,
we're over 1,000. We want 10,000 now. So keep subscribing, please. Yes, thank you to all of you. We hope you enjoy the videos. If you have any suggestions about what you'd like to see in the videos, we just film what we do.
We film what we do, and sometimes it might be more interesting than others.
It's unrehearsed. It's live in inverted commas again. There's no rehearsals, there's no retakes. We can't retake because if we're doing things, we can't undo them and then redo them for a retake because something went wrong or whatever. So yeah, thanks so much to all of you.
Yep, thank you, and
jigsaw puzzle tomorrow.
We'll catch you tomorrow. Jessie.
That's Jessie, she's hungry.
Jessie. Oh, it's dinner time.
See you tomorrow, guys.